Salutations, everyone. Welcome to What Mattered. Comic-Con is this weekend, and I'm not there. So yeah, that's depressing. For those of you who haven't ever been to Comic-Con, just imagine that heaven is real, except your feet always hurt and the food is terrible. But other than that, it's just pure bliss. And it's really depressing when you have to read about it instead of being there. Especially when your internet cuts out for 48 hours and you're missing out on Comic-Con stuff and the Destiny beta, and it's just depressing last couple days. Comic-Con, of course, is still going on as of recording this video, so there's only preview night and Friday information that I have right now, but there was plenty of other stuff that mattered this week to fill in the rest of the episode, and of course I'll cover the rest of the stuff that happened for the last couple days of Comic-Con next week's show. So, of course, a big thing that happened this week that's caused a lot of shaking up was the announcement that The Legend of Korra is being taken off of Nickelodeon, airing on TV, and it's going to be pushed to online on Nickelodeon.com. This has been a developing thing, something that apparently they've had planned for a while, but the way that it was executed was obviously unplanned by the showrunners, and came out through the media, through a lot of mixed messages about, is the show being canceled? Is it done for? What's going to happen? And a lot of those worries have to be put to rest. First of all, the show is not being canceled, so just calm down. They've also already been signed on for a fourth season, so we don't have to worry about next season either. They're just pushing the debut of the episodes to online, which has been more successful as the years have gone on, and their TV audience has dwindled. So it's not that the show is becoming less popular. The TV ratings have gone down, but as the ratings of television has gone down, the online views have gone drastically up. And I think this makes a lot of sense for a show like The Legend of Korra, which, while being on Nickelodeon, is very popular with adults. I would say that, you know, the average age of a Korra fan is probably above the ages of 15 and 16, where, you know, the Nickelodeon demographic, you know, tapers off. And most of those people, like myself, digest most of our media through the internet, through online streaming services and whatnot. A lot of us, we don't watch TV. I don't watch TV, like, at all. So this makes a lot of sense. This show is still incredibly popular. The season is doing great. It's been getting rave reviews by all of the fans. I myself, I love it a whole lot. And this move, while surprising and very sudden, makes sense in a lot of aspects. Obviously, some children might be confused because they're not used to having to digest through everything online. They still watch, you know, shows on Nickelodeon. So there might be a little bit of a confusion there. But we are all getting the episodes in the formats that most of us are used to. And we're going to get, you know, a steady stream of, you know, new episodes every week or so. And there's only 5 more episodes to go for Book 3. And very much looking forward to what else they have in store for us. And speaking of other news at Comic-Con regarding Korra, we have seen some first released footage of the Korra video game, and it looks amazing. It looks so good, guys. You have to check it out. I couldn't get it to show up here because, you know, just exclusive stuff. But definitely check it out on the link below. It's really good. Like I said, it's made by Platinum Games, the people who did, you know, Mad World, Bayonetta, Metal Gear, Revengeance, Vanquished. That was the only one I had. And, you know, just all very, very well done games. And the combat looks so fluid, switching through the elements to bend. It just seems so natural and easy. The combat looks great. They actually had the writers, the showrunners of Korra actually help work with the game, which the previous 2 Avatar games didn't have really in very much capacity. This one is in line. They worked with the writers to see that, you know, it's straight with the Avatar universe, and they had, writers given their input. It's taking place between books 2 and book 3. The combat looks great. The animation looks great, which was also produced partly in-house by the Korra people, and it just looks so good. I am so hyped up for this game. For those of you who don't know, it's a digital-only release coming out for like every platform, so you don't have to worry about missing out. And this is probably the game I'm most looking forward to for the rest of the year, if it hadn't been for Destiny, because the beta came out this week. The Xbox crowd got it a day earlier than they were supposed to because they had fixed things up ahead of schedule. So that came out. I got my beta code, started playing it, and then yesterday, or I should say Thursday, they opened the beta up to everyone who has an Xbox Gold or PlayStation Plus subscription, and everyone got to download and play it. And it doesn't matter what platform you're playing on, the beta was really good. I mean, it's still going on now. Actually, there's supposed to be a special bonus to anyone who plays the beta today, July 26th. So definitely, download it, play the beta, get whatever it is that they are giving away to everyone who's playing the game today. Some sort of special thing. I don't know if it's going to be a link to your account, onto your system, or if they give you a code or whatever. But supposedly everyone's getting something special for players who played today. But I very much enjoyed the beta. I maxed out the Hunter class and the Titan class. I haven't played the Warlock class, which is the most popular one, so I saved that one for last, but I would have already played if my internet had been out for the past 2 days. But classes look really good. The way that the game is structured is very, very nice. I'm quite impressed with the beta. Some people have really odd criticisms of the game. It's like, oh, this looks and plays too much like Halo. It's Bungie, guys. They made Halo 1, 2, 3, ODST, 4, Reach. Okay, not 4, but Reach. And obviously it's going to play a little bit like Halo. The controls are pretty much exactly the same, but I like the diversity in the classes. It's a first-person shooter first and an MMO second, so some people are confused about what they should have been expecting from this game as far as how much of an MMO it was going to be, but it doesn't disappoint me at all. Some people were like, is it weird that I'm not excited for this game? Yes, it is weird that you aren't excited for this game. Maybe some of the footage that you saw from people playing the alpha or the tutorials didn't blow you away, but once you get into the nitty-gritty of the beta, you can see what it's going to offer in a full retail release. It looks like it's going to be a time sink of the century because of how much there is to offer, how wide the world is going to be. I don't know if we'll be blown away by the story. It hasn't grabbed me from what I've seen in the beta, and that's okay. But, the combat is really good. The MMO portion of it is pretty nice. So there's a lot of stuff that's still up in the air and hasn't been announced as far as like how many people are in a server and, how traffic is handled and stuff like that, which the beta, is a test for the load of, all the people playing. And so far it's performed really well. It's only crashed a couple times, but that's to be expected in the beta. A lot of people love to criticize betas, but it's a beta. It's not supposed to be perfect representation of what we're going to get, but I think it's given us a perfect taste of what we should expect from the full retail release. And the only question is now is where to pre-order it or what edition to get, because a lot of the Ghost edition, which is like the super mega edition that comes with your own Peter Dinklage bot, those are selling out everywhere, and places like Walmart have had to cancel some of the orders because they just don't have enough. So definitely get on that as soon as you can. Play the beta, get the thing, and it's definitely something that you need to be excited about because I think this game is going to deliver on its promises, being the most expensive video game of all time. Might not be the best game of all time or your favorite, but I definitely think it's going to be at least worth $60 of entertainment and then some. Other things that started this week, RWBY Volume 2 Chapter 1 was just released a couple days ago on the Rooster Teeth channel. Take a look in the description below. Very, very excited for Volume 2. It was a fantastic first episode. Still great action, great animation, new characters. The voice work is really good. The soundtrack, more new, awesome, great songs, and definitely something you guys should check out if you're a fan of animation or just the Rooster Teeth guys. A lot of in-house jokes and references made. Just awesome stuff, and you should definitely check it out. Get hyped for the video game. No word on that yet, but very, very cool, and looking forward to a new episode each week. And in other big TV/internet YouTube news, the Epic Mealtime Guys TV show Epic Meal Empire, which is debuting on the FYI channel. Yeah, I don't know what that channel is either. But they have their own TV show, as some of you might know. If you've seen any of their recent videos, they've been filming some of their online show on the set of Epic Meal Empire. And it's really good. I definitely think that this is a awesome step for the guys. You always hear people like, oh, sell out, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you're just getting more of the same content with a bigger budget and production quality. Like, what is there to really hate on there? Selling out, they're making a living doing what they love and what all of their fans like. This is a win-win-win situation in my mind. First episode came out on Taterbot. They released it on their YouTube channel first, and I think it premiered yesterday or today on the FYI network. I don't know if like all of the episodes are going to be on their channel first. I don't know how that agreement was handled, but the first episode is out. They have the gang making a robot made out of snack foods for a school, for a classroom, which I think is pretty cool because, as some of you may know, Harley used to be a teacher, and it's just great. I mean, Harley is fantastic. He's one of the funniest dudes out there. Just the stuff that he says just cracks you the hell up. It's all the same stuff that we've seen from the show. I mean, they still have like the crow sound bleeping. They can't drink on TV, but you know, they kind of make fun of that right at the beginning of the show. And I think it's really cool. They can do bigger and better stuff. They do have this like one girl that was obviously thrown in there by the producers to diversify the show, but she's supposed to like handle all of like their business negotiations. But of course, she's just a pretty face to be on the show. She's not doing actual work like the secretary on Ace of Cake. She's more like the chick from American Pickers. She's actually just an actress. Doesn't actually handle any of the real stuff. She's just there to be on TV, and that's lame, but it's kind of stuff that you would expect. You can tell some things were reshot or reactions that had to be taken from a different angle, stuff that you would see from productions, and it's pretty obvious. But all in all, it's the same Epic Mealtime cast and crew, ideas, attitude, feel, and a lot more of the great stuff. I liked it, and maybe you should check out first episode to see if that's something that would interest you as well. In Comic-Con news, we got a look at the first trailer for Halo Nightfall, which is the live-action series co-produced by Ridley Scott, and is taking place between Halo 4 and 5, so it bridges the gap between those two games, focusing on Sergeant Locke, or Lockie, I'm not sure which it is, but it looks really good. They have a trailer up for it right here. Forward Unto Dawn was awesome, and I think we can expect more of the same, if not better stuff from this. And it's just really cool. Definitely check out the trailer. I'm psyched. And another trailer that was released at Comic-Con was the Shadow of Mordor trailer, the highly anticipated Lord of the Rings game that looks really good. They have the cinematic of it that they released as a trailer, and it looks absolutely fabulous. There's a lot of hype behind this game, like a lot, and they don't have as much competition as they were planned out to. They've actually moved the release date a week ahead of schedule, so I think it's September 30th the game is coming out. And since Dragon Age Inquisition was pushed back, as well as Battlefield Hardline to next year, they have less competition and a lot of hype, a lot of great reviews around the game so far, and some great cinematics. This looks like to be, you know, a Lord of the Rings game that a lot of people have been hoping for as far as, you know, quality goes for a long time, and it definitely looks like something you should check out if you're a LOTOR fan or a video game fan. It looks really good. Anyways, that is what mattered this week. If you enjoyed, you can hit the subscribe button. One of these comes out every single Saturday if that sounds like something you'd be into, and I will hope to see you guys next time with more Comic-Con news and other awesome stuff.